Can you tell us your name?
My name is Giannis.
What is your goal for your career?
I want to be NBA player.
19 Kia NBA most valuable player goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Chip.
There are stories in the NBA that are impressive.
For the rebound, and that'll do it. It's over.
Then there are stories that are simply unbelievable. Giannis Antetokounmpo's rise from sleeping on the floor in a cramped apartment in Greece to becoming one of the most dominant and financially powerful forces in professional basketball is more than just an underdog tale. Giannis didn't just overcome poverty. He has, in every measurable sense, come to own the very league that once would have overlooked someone like him. This isn't just about where he started. It's about how far he has come, and how completely he now controls the world that once seemed out of reach. The reality of poverty, a childhood spent in shadows.
It could be amazing every time we show up.
Giannis.
Oh, man.
42% against them.
Right now, the Knicks know continuity.
Oh, that was quick.
Giannis Antetokounmpo was born in Athens, Greece in 1994 to Nigerian immigrants who had no legal documentation. He didn't receive Greek citizenship until the age of 18, and for most of his childhood, he was legally stateless. That lack of documentation meant no access to stable employment, government support, or social mobility. His parents struggled to find consistent work, and Giannis, along with his brothers, often sold items like sunglasses, DVDs, and watches on the street just to help the family afford food. There were days when they didn't know where their next meal would come from. Nights were spent sleeping on bare floors, packed together in a small apartment.
High pick and roll. Giannis on the loose. Oh, he didn't. Along to Milwaukee. We'll see what happens in the closing seconds and minutes of this game.
But trying to press up on Giannis.
Off the screen.
Often without heat or electricity. Furniture was a luxury they didn't have. Giannis wasn't chasing a dream back then. He was surviving. The late start. Picking up a basketball at 13. Unlike most NBA stars who start playing organized basketball by age 5 or 6, Giannis didn't touch a basketball until he was 13. He began playing for a small Greek club named Philadelphia, where coaches immediately noticed his incredible natural athleticism, long limbs, agility, coordination, but also his rawness.
Let's start with 9 on the shot clock. Oops!
Grayson Allen pushing it. Finding Giannis.
That ability to play both ends. Here's Giannis spinning. Oh, and he throws it down. He just stopped here.
Worked hard in the zone, but he feels like the guys are active in it. He also gave credit to assistant coach Mike Dunn.
He was unpolished, behind in fundamentals, and competing against players with years of formal training. But what he lacked in experience, he made up for in relentless commitment. Giannis would run to practice because his family couldn't afford a bus ticket. He trained obsessively. Coaches remember him doing extra drills even when practice was over. It wasn't just about getting better. It was about making it, because there was no plan B. The NBA gamble, a draft pick built on potential. In 2013, the Milwaukee Bucks selected Giannis with the 15th overall pick in the NBA draft. At the time, he was a virtually unknown teenager from the Greek second division. He was thin, underdeveloped, and untested against elite competition.
The last 5 years.
Giannis, this time, no block shot. Left-handed flush.
But the Bucks saw what others didn't. A high-motor athlete with incredible upside and hunger unmatched by anyone else in the class. The night he was drafted, Giannis cried, not because of fame, but because he knew he could finally send money home to his family. In fact, during his rookie year, he once wired so much of his paycheck to Greece that he didn't have enough left for a cab to the arena. He literally ran to the game. That story, as extreme as it sounds, wasn't a one-off. It was the mindset that drove him. Give everything, every time.
As well. And so, to your point, I mean, he's always had that ability to shoot the basket.
Oh, Giannis!
He backs on Miritich when they're
Yes! Antetokounmpo, I guess. And again, for Holiday, picked off by Giannis. Every night's a holiday for Antetokounmpo.
Transforming his body, dominating the league. When Giannis entered the league, he was 6'9" and weighed 190 pounds. Over the next few years, he grew to nearly 7 feet tall and added more than 50 pounds of muscle. His transformation was the result of intense strength training, an obsessive focus on nutrition, and a desire to become the most physically imposing player in the league. And it worked. Giannis became a force. He could run the brave like a point guard, defend like a center, and finish at the rim like Shaquille O'Neal. He's now a 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, and a 5-time All-NBA First-Team selection. In the 2021 NBA Finals, he delivered a legendary Game 6 performance minus 50 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks, to bring Milwaukee its first championship in 50 years. That wasn't just winning. That was domination. Financial empire. From street hustler to multi-millionaire. The financial contrast between Giannis's past and present is staggering. As of today, his 5-year Supermax contract with the Bucks is worth $228 million, one of the richest deals in NBA history. That means Giannis now earns more in a single game than his parents earned over the course of decades. On top of that, his Nike Zoom Freak shoe line is a global success, with sales especially strong in Europe and Africa. He's also signed endorsement deals with brands like JBL, WhatsApp, Tissot, and Google Pixel. His total annual earnings, including sponsorships, exceed $80 million. This is the same man who once shared sneakers with his brother because they couldn't afford 2 pairs. The same man who used to skip meals. Giannis hasn't just earned wealth. He's built an empire from the ashes of scarcity. Franchise ownership and business acumen. Giannis is now more than a player. In 2023, he became a minority owner of the Milwaukee Brewers, a Major League Baseball team, marking his entry into sports ownership. He's also invested in real estate and business ventures, including launching a foundation to support underprivileged youth. This isn't just income, it's infrastructure. He's creating generational wealth and influence. While many athletes wait until retirement to think about legacy, Giannis is already building his post-basketball footprint. He understands that true power comes from ownership. And now, after years of being voiceless and unseen, he owns a piece of the very system that once would have left him behind, transforming Milwaukee and the NBA. Before Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks were considered a small market team with limited national relevance. They struggled to sell jerseys, get primetime games, or attract free agents. Since his arrival, everything has changed. The Bucks are now a top-tier NBA brand, regularly featured on national broadcasts, with merchandise sales and global fan engagement soaring. Giannis' loyalty to the team, choosing to stay rather than leave for a super team, reinvigorated the city and helped redefine what it means to win in a small market. He also helped put Greece on the NBA map, inspiring countless international players from outside the U.S. to pursue the dream. His presence has helped the NBA grow in Europe and Africa, where he's seen as a symbol of hope and proof that greatness has no borders. The human side. Humility and greatness. Despite everything he's accomplished, Giannis remains grounded. He continues to speak about his family with deep love and gratitude. He often brings up his childhood, not for sympathy, but to remind himself and others where he came from. He once said, "I don't want to be the face of the NBA. I just want to get better." That humility is real. He doesn't court drama, doesn't seek the spotlight, and rarely speaks in absolutes. But make no mistake, his impact is absolute. Giannis Antetokounmpo slept on floors. He ran to practice. He starved at night and hustled by day. He came from nothing, not just financially, but structurally. He stands atop the NBA, not just as a champion, but as an architect of his own empire. Like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories that prove anything is possible.